Started. All right, welcome to day 4. I just gave a little excerpt on Palo Santo and how I'm burning that with a candle, and that the ambiance of the room that you're studying really, for me, is a huge percentage of it. I want to say 60% of it, 75% of it. I leave room for you can do anything anywhere. You can go into the subways of New York City where it's hustle bustle busy and find your stillness. You can be up on a high Himalayan peak where you hear nothing but nature and find your stillness. And then you can create stillness in an airplane, a transportation, vessel of some sort. Do your emotions take you away? Do you allow conflict to create more chaos? The purpose of this 21 days of going into yourself, your wisdom, your depth, is mostly to manage the mind. We are coming into our own connection. We are listening to what these internal voices are. We are looking at all the many voices and questioning, am I on my right path? Am I doing what my heart and soul really want to do? And when the voices start to take us out and away, we start to question what we're doing. So do your emotions support you, or do your emotions create more of a block, a fuzz, a cloud? An emotion is energy in motion. So today I want you to start to really look at when conflict is coming up, when you have the opportunity to feel this frustration. What's the emotion in there? And can it take you closer to the next step? How is this feedback? How is it feedback at that moment? What is it giving you direction back? Don't judge it. What's the feedback? So let's kind of stay with that conversation right now. What are your emotions? What conflict is happening? And what's the feedback? What information is it giving you? Don't answer it. Just be aware that this is what we're observing. So take in the aromas around you. Maybe take one more sip of whatever it is that you are sipping on. And as you're navigating the mind, what's the feedback coming to you? I'm burning my Palo Santo. I've got the candle in the distance. I'm noticing the time, the color. What's the feedback? What's that doing to my nervous system? Is conflict taking me away from my path? Is the emotional response blocking me and clouding me? I'm able to use these as tools, as feedback. Getting ready to set the timer. The first series connection I would like to make with you this morning is the breath series of Nadi Shodhana. I woke up at probably 4 o'clock in the morning after traveling last night, and my to-do list of what it is that I want to get accomplished, what it is that I learned all last week, what it is that I have as a deadline yet this morning. And I literally connected with my body and thought, this is what people feel like when they have a panic attack. What am I going to do? This is feedback right now. What am I doubting? What am I questioning? And so there was that piece of sitting straight up and doing this Nadi Shodhana breath, because I wanted to do something with the energy. I wanted to use it. I wanted to see, what is it trying to teach me right now? If I sit and look at it and think about it, it's not going to teach me or do anything. If I get up and I move the energy, I'm going to learn something. So I invite you to learn something with any anxious energy that you might feel. Bring it back into your field. See if you can process it through simply by breathing. Index finger, middle finger on the third eye. You're going to alternate the thumb and the ring finger. The pinky stays extended. So you inhale through the left nostril. You exhale through the right nostril. You inhale through the left nostril. You exhale through the right nostril. Find your series. Your series of rhythm, how it feels best in your body. Notice how the navel is snapping in with each exhale. Now I feel a little bit more anxious this morning, so I'm going to pick up the pace. For me, it moves the energy through. I might slow it down if I were trying to really calm something down, but I actually want to move this energy through me. Stay with the breath, find your own pace, and play with it a little bit. Go faster, go slower. Stay out of the brain, stay in the breath. Inhale left, exhale right. Lower the palm. Breathe in, breathe out. Notice the space that you've created. Notice the energy shift ever so slightly. And now let's shift the direction. So index finger, middle finger, come up to the third eye. Press the left nostril in with the ring finger. Inhale through the right nostril. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the right nostril. Exhale through the left. Find your rhythm. Find your pace. Drop the thoughts, stay in the breath. Let the breath cleanse, release. Just give the mind an opportunity to take a mini vacation right now. Discipline your thoughts by only staying with the sensation of what's happening in the breath work right now. Inhale right, exhale left. Breathe. Breathe. Notice any subtle shifts. Notice how you see things gently differently, how they feel in your body. Can you have a body physical experience? Does your body feel lighter? Does it feel a little bit less stiff? Do you feel the nadis, the 72,000 nadis, these teeny tiny energy bodies whizzing around? So I'm going to do a gentle cleansing kriya in between, and then we're going to come into another intense breath set. Blooming lotus. Bring the pinky and the thumb together. And when you do, kind of look down at your hand and think about this energy flux that you have going on. Think about this conflict, this conflicting situation, this energy flux, this emotional whatever it is that woke me up, I'm going to bring that into my mind. Whatever it is that has your attention right now in a sharp, acute, wow, can I do this? Am I, whatever your story is, bring it right into this space you're holding. Find your breath, inhale through the lips, draw the hands up. Extend the elbows, and then you're going to open and close the arms and the fingertips open and close, and you feel a softness that you are physiologically putting into yourself. So again, take that situation, bring it into your awareness, Draw the energy up, sip the lips. Open the arms. Close the eyes and let the breath come out through the nose as the arms, fingers trickle down. And you're tracing the thousands of petals of the lotus. Look at your pinky, your thumb. Inhale, draw the hands up. It's though you're physiologically lifting. Notice the sensation. It feels so good in your shoulders. I love opening and closing the elbows. I love how my wrists feel, my fingers. Just notice the sensation in the body that you're physically clearing. And then bring back into mind, into awareness, what you're mentally doing. Open the eyes when your hands come together. Watch that lotus come up. What is it that you want to lift up? What is it that you're worried about? What is it that you just get emotion? Where is your conflict? Lift it up. Detach from it at that moment. Just detach from it at the moment. And as the eyes are opening, you watch it trickle out. It's like a Christmas present. It's like a holiday gift. It's like a birthday gift floating down onto your lap. And it turned out better than you ever could have imagined. Feel that sensation of, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that that was possible. So look at this conflict. Look at this emotional disconnection. Look at this perhaps confusion. And start to detach from it. What if it's not what you think that it is? Let it go. Feel a spark of excitement in your eyes. Physically feel a spark of excitement as it trickles down. As the situation unfolds, it unfolds differently than you ever thought. 2 more. Inhale through the lips. Closing the eyes or opening the eyes. But notice that magic. 'Tis the season of magic right now. So let's use that sensation. What if it unfolds better, differently? Not with the chaos that you keep projecting, but in a really magical manner. Last inhale. For you, and all around you. Your manifesting powers are switching how this is turning. Go ahead and allow the hands to just float down. I like to have the backs of my knuckles kind of rest on my thighs. Breathe. Just observe the mind now. 20 seconds or so. Just observe. How does your throat feel? How does your heart feel? Notice the space between thoughts. Draw the breath in, and we're going to do Agni Saraka. So inhale the breath, hold the breath, and then you pump the navel. No sound, no movement, no air. You're just snapping the navel in. And as you snap the navel in, it's going to be either 7, 14, or 21 times. But draw the breath in, pump the navel. Just go with maybe 14 the first time. Exhale the breath out. And that's external retention. Also pump the navel 14 times. Now, if that feels fairly simplified for you, go ahead and jump right into 21. If you're feeling challenged on that external retention, pumping the navel, make your internal hold, pump the same number of the external hold pumps. All right. So follow along. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. You're cleansing the digestive system. You're honing in your willpower, your determination. You're sharpening your determination, your follow through. The chakras are awakening one at a time from the lower area to the creative space to now your power center of, I'm going to do what I say that I'm going to do. And it's also creating that tenacity of when you wake up in the middle of the night or when you have that almost panic attack in the middle of the afternoon, it gives you the opportunity to pause and make a different selection with your emotion, a different selection with the conflict that you have in front of you, rather than getting stuck in that old paradigm, that old pattern of, oh, now I'm going to go down this path. You'll stop and maybe you'll do breath work for 2 minutes, and then you'll come back to that situation and you'll handle it completely different. And now you'll have a new availability of options that come your way, because the universe is going to upgrade your choices. The universe always meets your choices with where you're at consciously. So right now, elevate your consciousness, elevate your choices that are going to be options to you. Stay with the breath here. Inhale. And the higher your number, the more rapidly you're probably going to be pumping. And you can feel that snap. Again, no air, no movement from the like sound is coming out. It's only the navel snapping, snapping, snapping. One more each way. Inhale. And breathe naturally. Breathe naturally. Breathe naturally. Breath of fire. Forceful breath through the nose. Again, snapping the navel in toward the spine. The breath happens only out through the nose. The natural flows happens all by itself. Now, if your nose is a little bit stuffy, go soft, go gentle, go gently. And you'll see that you're actually naturally clearing the nasal passages. Stimulate the energy at the third eye, known as the Agnya Chakra, the space of intuition. We're sharpening our ability to really hear what are the next steps. How can I stay out of my flight, freeze, and come back into that cognitive awareness space? This is also known as skull cleansing, meaning you're cleansing the mind, the thoughts. Stay with that very powerful exhale through the nose. Now we do hear a sound. Now there is a forceful energy coming out. If you're on your moon cycle, or if you're pregnant, you would go very slowly with this. If you have a lot of anxiety or intensity, choose. You could either go slowly or go more rapidly. For me, generally, I go more rapidly, and that helps push the energy out. The eyes are closed, the navel snapping. If the eyes, as you feel the eyes closed, be looking at your third eye. So even though the eyes are closed, you're still gazing up internally. The mind trickles off, come back to the nuances of the breath. Are my eyes soft and gentle? Is my tongue relaxed? Is my navel snapping? And just stay with the nuances of what the breath is doing. Inhale, hold the breath in. Still, just stay there. Draw the root lock, the energy from the pelvic floor, like you're squeezing the perineum. Draw the energy all the way up, 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 up. Hold the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale the breath out and hold it out. Hold the breath out, hold the breath out, hold the breath out. Stay there. Draw the breath in. Draw the breath out. Breath of fire, just 30 seconds. This time, bring your hands together, your thumbs at your third eye, and think about this energy that you want to gain more clarity on. Breath of fire right here. So if we're feeling emotional or if we're feeling conflict, what we're really looking for is to connect with our deepest intuition of how to shift through that situation. So stay with the I am creating and acting on the solution. Your palms are together, you're igniting the third eye, and you're really stimulating that navel center. Inhale the breath. Draw the breath in up into the hands. Exhale it out. 3 rounds of blooming lotus. So bring the palm together, the thumb and the pinky. Inhale the hands up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Use the breath. Use the breath. Release, release. Inhale. Stay out of the mind. Come into the ease of the breath. Moving the body, the shoulders. Bring the palms back down to the thighs. Breathe. Breathe. Notice the space you've created. Notice the space you've created. Come back to the mantra of so hum. Inhale so. Exhale hum. Inhale so through the lips. Exhale hum. Inhale so. Exhale hum. Feel the energy of so. Feel the body lifting. Feel energy coming up through the ears even. With a gentle ease of hum. As the lips are closed, the body releases. The energy flows from the crown all the way back down through the tailbone and the earth. Inhale so. Exhale. Fluttering the eyes open, looking down at your own hands and feet first, grounding yourself there, coming back into the space. Bringing your hands together, connect with an energy force that you would like to shift. Bring awareness to that thought. And know that by you physically and mentally creating that connection, you will become empowered with the skills and the opportunity to actually move that situation. That is your gift. That's why I love to time these practices with the holidays, because my interpretation of all of the scriptures, why this time of year is so sacred, is because it's the celebration of this particular gift. The saddest part is that we don't capture that. So what will you do today to capture that? On day one, that ended up not being recorded, I asked you all to set an intention for what you wanted to have crystallized by December 21st. Whether or not it was the space of being able to create a situation of I want to have more time, whether it's a situation of I want to have a better relationship with my child, whether it's I want to remove the emotions that I'm overacting to and I want to stay connected, present, and manage my mind. Make that as an opportunity to connect with, and then use this time, your practices, every single day, to create that intention. Thank you for being here. I can't wait to hear the feedback. Loving the emails. Peace, love, and a whole lot of wisdom. Namaste.